It's Week 12 of the NFL. And
a Thanksgiving tradition continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Second and 6 coming up here. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Dak out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. He gets this one to Strange. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he's brought down for a loss. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets this to Johnson. And this one does not go far. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Dak now from the gun. Stays up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. Fair catch called for and made. They could not ask for better field position after that punt. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has his man. It's Odunze. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Daniels now. Has the connection to Odunze. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, here's Daniels. The throw is caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So, Rock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll start the drive with Achan. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll stick with Achan. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Running back sent in motion. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Achan reels it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Dak. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 47. That finds Burks, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They give to Achan on the option. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
He finds Johnson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They kick the running back in motion. Prescott now on 3rd down. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often in so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away.
As a quarterback, the one thing you want to do is you want to gain the trust of everybody around you, but in particular, your coordinator. And your offensive coordinator just trusted you inside your own 10 to take care of the football. And when you break that trust and you give the ball away, I doubt we see another one of those decisions backed up near their own goal line.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros. And part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got a first to begin the frame. To throw, Daniels. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Davis makes the play along the sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. This is ahead for about 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Toss play, short side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And as we work our way through November, you see here he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's got Thomas on the slant. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the 32. Connects with Johnson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running with Achane out of the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. From the gun is Prescott. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Prescott here from the gun. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now it's 3rd down. Dak throwing again. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And they're Offense still gets this one. They're taking over as the fumble skips out of bounds. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
That's complete to Coleman out left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing now, Daniels. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hauled in by Rice. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Has the connection to Odunze. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Odunze there. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles taking over now late in the 1st half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Dak out of the pistol. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. First down, here's Dak. Able to find Achane. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the pistol, Prescott. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Another throw for Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. From the 16. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we've hit halftime in the annual Thanksgiving Day game from Detroit. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium, as that promises to be a tight one. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine
kick it away.
in the first
Here's
half of
Pinion.
play.
Kick taken in here at the 17. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. They've got 1st down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Play fake here. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That pass caught by Strange. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Etienne reels it in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 37. Gets this to Johnson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back, motioning right. Prescott now to throw on third down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Able to find Strange here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Option headed to the left on first down. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's a give up the middle. Has a lane inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Out of this shotgun, a give to A.J. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. The Cowboys returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. They'll run here on first down. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 37-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Daniels now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again is Dak. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Prescott now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3-and-out in that situation. It really, listen, if there is a path to a comeback, and that's a big if right now, it's going to take sustained drives, and a 3-and-out just devastating on that possession.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Oh, Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Thrown back, gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense getting set to go. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Has a man, it's Achane. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Prescott. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Dak throwing again. Put the body on the line for his team. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
From the 36, connects with Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That finds Burks, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. To the sideline. Ooh, wasn't able to tap both feet in, though. Incomplete pass.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That pass caught by Strange. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. First and 10, Prescott. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it's going to be 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. He's going to run for it. It's an option right. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the...
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the